everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review. And for today's review, we're going to be taking a look at the new 6-inch scale DC Comics Multiverse Suicide Squad movie Croc Collect and Connect figure from Mattel. Now this figure, in order to be able to complete it, you need to get the following figures. You need to get the Suicide Squad version of Batman, Katana, Joker in the purple coat, Harley Quinn without the jacket, Deadshot, and Boomerang. Now, once you have these figures, you can put together the Croc figure without the jacket, which has the sleeves and these extra pair of hands. If you want to do the jacketed version of Croc, then you also need to get the Harley Quinn with the jacket. You need to get the silver coat Joker, and these two are available at Toys R Us. And then you need to get the Harley Quinn figure in the gown, which is an Amazon.com exclusive. Okay, so putting this thing together is pretty simple. Now at some point you do need to decide which version you want to go with, the jacketed or unjacketed version, and there's even a few variations you can do on that as well, which I'll show you. But first thing you want to do is you can go on and just snap the upper torso piece with the crotch piece. That just pops right in, and you can go on and put the legs on. And the best way to do that is just to match up this outer stripe, make sure you got the right leg going in the right side. And again, they just snap into place. Now at this point, and you can also go on and pop the head on. There's no reason why you can't pop that on. But now at this point, you need to decide whether you want to go with the jacketed version or the unjacketed version. Now you can do the jacket portion and still have the arms unsleeved if you want. And then you can also, you can see that the unsleeved arms came with hands, and the hands on this are wrapped up with these bandages. And then the jacketed hands are actually separate. They came with a different figure, and they don't have the bandages. But if you want it, if you have all the pieces and you wanted to say have the unsleeved hands without the bandages, you can actually switch out these hands. They do just pop off, and then you can just pop on the, I think it was this one, just pop on the unbandaged hand, and it fits on there pretty well. The green is a little bit lighter than the arm, but still, like I said, if you wanted that look, you could do that. But we're going to stick with just the bandage hands on the unsleeved arms for this. So we're going to go ahead and do the jacketed version, and for that you just slide over. I guess it's probably better to wait until you put the head on, slide the jacket on, and then put the head on, because the head, you can probably get it to slide over that, but it's easier if you do it without the head. So you then just slide the jacket piece over the torso and then snap the head on. And then, like I said, if you wanted to, you could give him this, that's wrong. You could give him this unsleeved jacket, which he doesn't wear in the movie, but I think it kind of looks cool without the sleeves, with the jacket portion, but without the sleeves. But let's, for the sake of this, just go with the sleeved arms. And so we'll put the unbandaged hands in. And everything, pops in pretty easily. Now, one thing to also point out on this jacket piece, there's actually these tabs so you can undo it from the side, so that helps you get it off easier. However, getting these tabs to plug in is a little bit of a challenge once they've popped out, so just be wary of that. But once you have the jacket on and everything, this is how the figure looks fully assembled. And then here's a look at the Croc without the jacket. So the figure, I think, has some decent detailing. You've got this lighter color, this yellowish color on his front chest, and then you've got the darker green. You've got some wash here on the side, and then you go to the darker green towards the back. And you've got the scales and everything up down his back and on his head. And again, he's got some wash on his head, so I like that detailing. And he's got the lighter color, and he's got this weird looking kind of grin on his face. And I think the face sculpt looks pretty true to how he looked in the movie. And then the arms are darker green. Now you do have some discoloration around the hinge joints on this, on the arms, on the unjacketed arms, so that stands out a little bit. And then, you've got the wrappings, as I mentioned before, and then he's just wearing basically these jogging type pants with the stripe, and then he's got the shoes with the gold on it, and you've got these little things that stick out the back. And then with the jacket and sleeves, I like the detailing on the jacket. You've got this design work on the back, and you've got this little hoodie with the gold trim. I do have a little bit of sloppiness with the gold trim back here on the back here. You can see it's a little sloppy there. Overall, I think the paint applications, I like the texturing on the coat. Now the actual coat piece is that vinyl material, and then the sleeves obviously are just sculpted. But I think I like the look of the figure with the jacket more than without the jacket. Again, some nice detailing with this dragon on the side of the jacket. Now again, I have a little bit of sloppiness with some gold splatter here, down here, but nothing too major. And I think the overall best look for this figure is the jacket with the bandaged hands. I think that gives him the best overall look. So articulation is pretty much on par with the other figures we see in this line. The head you can turn left and you can turn right, and he does have some down movement with the head. He really can't look up. He can look straight ahead, but he can't really look up. Arms attached with your standard ball hinge joint, so he can get his arm out good. Same with the sleeved arms, you can get him out good. And he's got good rotation. He's got the single hinged elbow. Both sets of arms are single hinged, and he can bend his elbow about that much. And then he's got the rotation on the wrist, but no hinges on the hands for either set. He has the ab crunch. Now with the coat on, that's pretty limited. He still really can't crunch down very much. Again, these ab crunch joints on these figures don't work very well, but he can look back a bit. Again, that's limited with the jacket, but when you don't have the jacket on, he can look back pretty good. He has a waist swivel. He has those side hinge joints for the legs, so you can get the legs out good, and then you can get the leg forward pretty good, and you can actually do the leg back pretty good as well. He's got a thigh swivel, only has a single hinge knee, so he can bend his knee about that much, and then he has the hinges on the feet, so he's got up and down movement, but no rotation and no ankle pivot, and 2 peg holes on the bottom of his feet. So this figure stands at about 7¼ inches tall. Here's a comparison with the Panda Man figure that was released with the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive set, and you can see Croc is taller. And here's a comparison with all the other members of the Suicide Squad, and you can see Croc is the tallest of them all. Okay, so that's my review. Overall, I like this figure. I think the detailing on it's pretty good. The face sculpt's not too bad. I like the size of it, and I like the fact that you can have it with the jacket or without the jacket. I do think the figure looks better with the jacket. Articulation, like with all the figures in this wave, could definitely be a little bit better, but as it is, I think this is a pretty decent collect and connect figure. Now, all the figures are out now. All these Suicide Squad figures that you need to get in order to complete this Croc figure are available now. We'll have a full gallery of images up at toynewseye.com. There'll be a link in the video description below. As always, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video. Also, if you haven't already, please follow me on my Facebook and or Twitter pages. I'll have links to those in the video description as well. And until next time, I'll catch you later.